out, proud, and paid. Our guest and friend to the show, Drew McCaskill, used this phrase on today's show, and I really like it. Now, it individually and collectively taps into three themes, three values that I think are essential to Blackness as I see it in America. And it's especially essential for Black queer Americans. Out. So for me, this is more than just about being out of the proverbial closet, although it is about that as well. But it's also about being free to center yourself with your entire identity and your entire truth. Proud. Well, this one's a bit obvious, but it's not just about being proud of being out, but it's also about being self-assured and extremely clear about the inherent value that you bring to any and every space that you occupy. Proud looks like only going to spaces that don't accept or tolerate you, but only blessing a space with your energy and presence when you are celebrated. And paid. Well, this one was a little new for me in this context, but I really rock with it. Because paid, as long as the United States of America remains the capitalist society that it was founded upon, well, being paid has significant value. It has significant financial independence, and it provides security. And those provisions will remain lock and step with having any real liberation on this particular land. Now, I know some people might consider that to be taboo, but you better believe that every oppressed American, whether we're talking about the newly emancipated Black folks, whether we're talking about the newly landed Jewish refugees seeking safety and asylum from a Nazi Germany, or we're talking about a gay community that was almost completely eradicated during the early AIDS epidemics of the 1980s and 90s. All of these groups, and many more just like them, they all availed themselves to the physical protections and the social leverage that currency, that money can buy. Ronald Reagan won't say AIDS. American government won't invest in AIDS research. All right. The wealthy gay communities, they pooled their money to launch their own clinical trials. The Freedmen's Bureau, yeah, the one they established supposedly for Black folks post-emancipation. Oh, they're playing broke. America's government won't invest in educating its newly emancipated children of Black population. All right. A small but a very mighty class of free Black Americans. We built our own schools and our own churches, and we educated our own children. The American government actively participates in the exclusion of the newly immigrated Jews. They're not allowed to vote, sometimes live in the same houses, or attend certain schools as, quote, pure whites. Don't worry about it. The wealth class of American Jews creates their own institutions of community and higher learning. So when Drew McCaskill says that he wants us to be out, proud, and paid, I don't think he's talking about hyperbole. I think what he's saying is as real and as actionable as it gets. So let me echo his sentiment, particularly as we celebrate both Juneteenth and Pride at the same time. From me to you, happy Juneteenth and happy Pride. And I wish nothing more for my people, for all of my people, than for us to be out, proud, and paid.